Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most critical and high-stakes phases of any voyage, the berthing operation. This is where precision, communication, and teamwork are absolutely paramount. Getting it right means a safe and secure arrival. Getting it wrong can have serious consequences. So, grab your coffee, get comfortable, and let's break down the essential steps for a successful berthing. First, let's talk about monitoring. As we approach the berth, the ship is still in motion, and this motion needs to be under constant, vigilant observation. We're not just looking at one thing, we're building a complete mental picture. This means keeping a close eye on our speed of approach. Are we coming into hot? Or are we losing headway too quickly, risking loss of control? Every knot, every fraction of a knot, matters. Simultaneously, we're monitoring our drift. What are the wind and current doing to us? Are they pushing us onto the berth or setting us off? This lateral movement, or leeway, must be continuously assessed and compensated for. A sudden gust of wind or an unexpected eddy in the current can turn a perfect approach into a potential disaster in seconds. And of course, there's the angle of approach. This is the angle at which our ship's centerline is intersecting with the face of the quay. The ideal angle allows us to get the first lines ashore efficiently without making contact with the jetty too early or at the wrong point. All three of these elements, speed, drift, and angle, are interconnected. They must be monitored together, as a single dynamic situation, by the entire bridge team. This isn't a one-person job. It requires all eyes on deck, cross-checking information from GPS, Doppler logs, ice, and most importantly, the good old-fashioned visual lookout. Now, let's bring in our heavy hitters, the tugs. Before we even get close to the berth, the tug deployment plan, agreed upon during the master-pilot exchange, is put into action. These powerful vessels are our external muscle, providing the precise control that our own rudder and propeller can always deliver at low speeds. The command to deploy tugs is given at the appropriate time and position. Whether they are making fast on the bow or stern, or standing by in a push-pull configuration, their readiness is key. Communication with the tug masters is vital. They need clear, concise commands from the pilot or master. Instructions like tug A, make fast on the port shoulder, or tug B, start pushing gently on the starboard quarter, must be understood and executed perfectly. The tugs are an extension of our own ship's handling capabilities, and they play an indispensable role in controlling our final approach and holding us in position as we get our mooring lines ashore. This brings us to the absolute core of the operation, communication. A quiet bridge during berthing is a dangerous bridge. Information must flow continuously and clearly between all key personnel. This creates a closed loop of communication where everyone has situational awareness. It starts with the pilot and the master. They are in constant dialogue, confirming helm orders, engine movements, and the use of thrusters and tugs. The pilot brings local expertise, and the master retains ultimate command and responsibility. Their synergy is the command center of the entire operation. This information must then be relayed to the rest of the bridge team. The officer of the watch and the helmsman need to be aware of the overall plan and the immediate next steps. They should be encouraged to speak up if they see something that doesn't look right. Simultaneously, we need a rock-solid link to the mooring stations, both forward and aft. The officers in charge on the forecastle and the poop deck are our eyes and hands on the ground. They need to know the plan, which line goes first. How far are we from the jetty? The bridge needs information from them just as much. They will be calling out distances, 50 meters to the quay, 20 meters, 10 meters, 5 meters, and closing slowly. This real-time feedback is crucial for the pilot and master to make those final, delicate adjustments to the ship's position. This constant back and forth between the pilot, master, bridge team, and mooring stations ensures everyone is on the same page and working towards the same goal. With the ship being nudged into its final position by the engines, thrusters, and tugs, it's time for the main event, getting the lines ashore. The sequence of sending out mooring lines is not random. It's a carefully choreographed procedure designed to gain control of the vessel's movement systematically. Typically, the first lines to go ashore are the head lines and the stern lines. Why these first? Because they are the most effective at controlling the ship's longitudinal movement, or surge. By getting a forward-leading headline and an aft-leading stern line secured and tensioned, we can prevent the ship from moving ahead or astern along the quay. These first lines are our primary brakes. The mooring party on deck heaves the messenger line. The linesman on the quay pull the heavy mooring rope ashore and place its eye on the designated bollard. As soon as it's on, the call goes back to the ship. Line is on the bollard, and the crew on the winch can begin to heave it tight. Once the head and stern lines are on and providing initial control, we move on to the next critical set of lines, the springs. We have forward springs and back springs, or after springs. These lines run more parallel to the ship's side and are absolutely vital for preventing the ship from moving back and forth along the jetty. The forward spring stops the ship from moving astern, and the back spring stops it from moving ahead. Think of it like this. The head and stern lines stop the big movements, but the springs provide the fine-tuning. They spring the ship into position and hold it there snugly. Getting the springs on and under tension is a major milestone. With both head, stern lines and springs secure, the ship is now largely under the control of the mooring lines, and the reliance on tugs and engines begins to decrease. The sequence ensures that at every stage, we are progressively gaining more and more positive control over the vessel. The final set of lines to go ashore are the breast lines. As their name suggests, these lines run nearly perpendicular from the ship side to the quay. Their primary job is to control the ship's lateral movement, or sway. They pull the ship in and hold it tight against the fenders on the jetty. After the springs are tensioned and holding the ship in place longitudinally, the breast lines are sent out. One on the bow, one on the stern, and sometimes additional lines amidships if required. Heaving on the breast lines is what brings the vessel flush with the berth. This is a delicate process. You don't want to heave too hard or too fast, which could put excessive strain on the lines or damage the quay's fenders. It's a gradual process of pulling the ship alongside until it is securely in position. With head lines, stern lines, springs, and breast lines all secure, the ship is considered all fast. Now, having all lines ashore is one thing. Having them properly tensioned is another. This is a continuous balancing act. You cannot simply have the forward station heave with all their might while the aft station is still slacking their lines. This would twist the ship and put immense stress on certain lines, creating a dangerous situation. The goal is to achieve a balanced tension across all mooring lines, both fore and aft. The officers in charge of the mooring stations must be in communication with each other, either directly or via the bridge. As one station heaves on a line, the corresponding station at the other end of the ship should be doing the same. For example, as the forward team heaves on the head line, the aft team heaves on the stern line. As they heave the forward spring, the aft team heaves the back spring. This coordinated effort ensures that the ship is brought alongside evenly, without pivoting. The winches should be used to gently remove the slack and apply a steady, even tension. You can often see the lines stretching and hear them creaking as they take the load. This is normal, but it's a reminder of the immense forces at play. A well-moored ship has its lines looking like a perfectly tuned instrument, all sharing the load equally. This balance is not just for the berthing itself. It's critical for the entire duration of the port stay, as tides, drafts, and weather conditions change. And there you have it, a step-by-step breakdown of a successful berthing operation. It's a complex dance of power and precision, relying on constant monitoring, clear communication, and a well-executed plan. From the initial approach to getting those final lines tight, every action is deliberate and every team member plays a vital role. Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope this gives you a clearer picture of what it takes to bring a massive vessel safely alongside. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you won't miss our next video. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you on the next voyage.